the third arc, guys, and what? And then there's this. Oh my god! He really looks like the kid who's all grown up now and who's sexy. Billy? Ben. Hindi. Eddie. Hey people! Welcome back to our channel. It's your boy Kevin back with another video, and today we'll be talking about It Chapter 2. So this will be a non-spoiler review, and we'll be doing a separate video for the spoilers and general discussion about the movie, so you guys can get to see the movie with, no spoilers. So speaking of going to see the video, we'll be announcing the winner of our channel giveaway where we'll be giving away this It Funko Pop and 2 tickets to one lucky winner. Yan. So i-announce namin yan mamaya. So stay tuned. So, It Chapter 2, yan. It's the follow-up to It Chapter 1, which was released way back in 2018. So, the plot of the movie from It Chapter 1 is we have this group of kids who refer to themselves as the losers, and they're being terrorized by this killer clown called Pennywise who feeds on people's fears. So by the end of the movie, they get to defeat Pennywise, but they know that someday he might come back. So they made a promise at the end of the movie to return whenever or when or if he comes back. So fast forward 27 years and we get It Chapter 2, where the kids are now adults, they're all grown up, and they suddenly get an ominous call from one of their old friends, Mike. And that's how this story starts. So they have to go back to Derry, their hometown, because Pennywise is back and he's killing kids, and they have to fulfill their promise to go end this effing clown. I think the adult actors, did a really awesome job portraying their kid counterparts. There are a lot of times in the movie where you look at them and you go, wow, he really does look like the adult version of the kid. And that was so good to see. And yeah. So the movie runs for a good 2 and almost 3 hours. So I suggest you guys go take a pee break before going inside the cinema. So again, speaking of this awesome cast, we have James McAvoy again coming as Billy. We have Jessica Chastain coming as Beverly Marsh, Bill Hader as Richie, and we have Isaiah Mustafa as Mike. So I only found out while doing research on this movie, did anyone else know that Isaiah Mustafa, the actor who played Mike, was the Old Spice guy? That's really interesting. The other members are James Ransone as Eddie. We have Jay Ryan as Billy. Ben. So we have Andy Bean as Stanley, and we have the main baddie, of course, Bill Sackard returning as Pennywise the Clown. So for this review, we'll be dividing it into 3 acts. So we have the first act, or the first part of the film. We get to see the kids all grown up, and we get to see segments for each one showing where they are now, what career they have, and that they're living a normal life, until they get a call from their friend Mike, who never left Derry, Maine. So it was interesting to see where the kids wound up after 27 years, but now they have to face their fears once again and go back to Derry. So in the second act, that's where the real scary stuff starts to happen. Okay, so the kids, or I guess adults now, they're back in Derry and they have to go and collect their requirements so they can defeat Pennywise in the final battle. And you know that stereotype in horror movies where the team splits up for some reason? Yeah, they do it here. So in this part, we get a few good scenes from each of the main characters. We also see a surprise antagonist return, and we get a few surprise kills from Pennywise. And some scenes were surprising because you really want your protagonist to win, but I can't really go into more details without spoiling it. But yeah, we have some really surprising scenes in the second act of the film. So now we're down to the last act of the film, or the third part, which is the final, I would like to call it like the final battle part, because it's the part where they gather together, whoever survived. Did someone die? No? I don't know. We can't really talk about the ending without spoiling too much, but all I can say is that the ending was very satisfying, and as a Stephen King fan, it's really far from the books, but I see why they did it for the movie, because if they did the book ending, it gets a bit too crazy, you know? It's just too crazy. You can't put it on film. And I get why they just did what they did, and for me it was good still. And yeah, that's all I'm gonna say, because I might spoil too much if I say anymore. So I really love how they paced the film. I think they managed to keep it engaging and exciting all the way to the end. Okay, so we're moving now to the performances of the characters, and like, oh my god, I really love the performances of the characters. Regardless of what I said earlier, the characters were really good. So I really loved Bill Hader in this film. I think his character had the best story arc. He was the comedic relief in the film, and I find this guy just very funny in all his movies like Pineapple Express and Superbad. He was so funny in those, and in this film he did a good job being the comedic relief. Richie was the comedic relief in the first part. He was also the same kind of goofy, always messing around with Eddie in this film as well, and it was just so good. And they did it in a way that wasn't so distracting from the scene. It still kind of fits and flows with the scene in general, and I just loved it. I think Bill Hader did a really good job. So now we're moving on to Professor X or James McAvoy, and I think he did an okay job. You know, he's James McAvoy. I mean, he's a really good actor. What do you expect? He did an okay job, but still I think Bill Hader outstaged him in this particular movie. So now we're moving on to Jessica Chastain playing Beverly, and I really think her performance was kind of weak in my opinion. And well, not because she's a bad actress, I just don't think she was given enough scenes to make that particular character shine. You know what I mean? It's like she just became like a regular love interest for Billy. Ben. I meant Ben. So now we're moving on to Ben, okay? And I really liked their choice for the adult version of Ben, because it really looked like the kid, you know? And there was a few scenes that I was thinking, is he his dad or something? Or did the kid magically grow? I don't know. And I'm not sure if they did some magic 3D matching thing with their face. if they did, it was so awesome because you really don't notice at all. And if not, then it was just a really awesome pick for an actor. Okay, so Eddie, we're moving on to Eddie, and he was part of the comedic relief in this movie. He and Richie had this back and forth which was just so funny, and seriously, it was the best part. This movie is worth seeing just because of these two characters. And yeah, we're moving on to the next one. So now we're moving on to the character of Mike, and I really think he was just really brushed off to the side. He didn't really bring much to the movie, and in my opinion, because he was more of a exposition tool. He was just used to move the story along, but he didn't really contribute much to the scenes itself. So yeah, for the Old Spice guy, you really kind of expected him to have more charisma or something, but maybe he forgot to use the products? So now we're gonna talk about the character of Stanley, and I can't really say much about him because he just plays, well, he doesn't play a key role in the movie, but his character makes a huge impact on the whole team. That's just all I'm gonna say because anything more might spoil it for you. But yeah, good job, Stanley. Yeah, you're a real team player. So now we're moving on to Bill Saccard playing the amazing Pennywise. So in the first movie, he was just so good, and he just, you know, he brought that same sort of creepiness into this second film, and it was just so awesome. And fun fact, did you know that they didn't use any special effects when he did the creepy eye thing? You know, like when Pennywise does like I can't do it. I can't do it. But when he does that creepy eye thing where his eyes aren't very even and it's just so creepy, yeah, he does that all on his own, which is so creepy. But yeah, it works for the film and it's just so awesome. He played his role very well, and I think Pennywise is just one of the best monsters out there, you know? If you're looking for a good monster, then pick Pennywise. If I had to pick 3 of the best characters in this film, it would probably be Richie, Eddie, because their back and forth was just so amazing and so funny, and it will stick with you. Trust me on that, and when you go see the film, trust me. And on the case of Richie, you really get attached to his character. He has one of the best story arcs in this film, and yeah, you really just yun. And of course, the third character would have to go to Pennywise because he is the glue that just binds this film together. The horror in the film was good, although I have to say that in the first film was definitely scarier. I guess because the main characters were kids back then, and they had, in a way, they seemed weaker back then than they do now. But yeah, the horror in this film was really good. There are a lot of cheesy jump scares, but overall it was really well done and it still made sense for the film. So there is this one nitpick I have, and it's just this one particular scene where they used 3D effects for this monster, and it's near the end part, so I think you'll know what I mean when you see it. But some things just work better as a practical prop, you know? I wish they just used like an animatronic for this scene, because you see the characters kind of the reaction to the monster wasn't as real as it could have been. And yeah, I just kind of noticed it. I don't know if it's just me, but yeah, it's just a small nitpick for the 3D. But for when they used the 3D for like the monsters and all that, it was still really good. So okay guys, just a side note, and it's a little bit off topic, but we did watch this movie in 4D Max, which is, for those who don't know, it's like this theme park style ride while you watch the movie, and all sorts of effects happen to you to make it feel like you're in the movie. Okay, and actually I was surprised that Mela agreed to watch this film with me because she really doesn't like horror movies, and I think It Chapter 1 was her first horror movie, and if It Chapter 2, this is like, I think it's her second or third movie. I don't really know, but yeah, she really doesn't like this horror genre. And yeah, so the experience with 4D Max is, it was okay, although it was a bit distracting at times, especially the light effects, and more especially in the scenes where it doesn't really need light effects and it's there, it's blaring at you and it's distracting. And yeah, but overall I still enjoyed the movie. And for some scenes, you know, when the characters were being hit or something, and that additional push from the chair really puts you in the action, I guess. And yeah, it works in that case. But if you suffer from migraines or motion sickness, or if you suffer from seizures or something like that, then I really don't recommend it for you. Because, for example, Mela had a migraine after watching in 4D Max. So yeah. So overall, the film was really well done, and it had some good scares, it had some great comedy, but I have to be honest, I think It Part 1 was still the better movie. But It Chapter 2, I don't really think it wanted to be better than It Chapter 1. It's more of a companion piece to the movie, and if you look at it that way, and if you watch them like side by side, if you have the time, I mean, that's a total of 5 hours. But if you do watch it side by side, I think it would make for an epic film. And that's why I'm giving It Chapter 2 a solid 8.5 out of 10. So here it is, guys, the moment you have been waiting for this entire video. And now we're gonna pick the winner of our hashtag our channel give it away, and we'll be using this spin app to generate the winner there. And so all the, you can see it, all the entries, or the people who made the entries, are listed here. And we're gonna press this spin button, and whoever comes out will be the winner. And okay, so now we're gonna spin the wheel. Boop. And we have a winner! It's Tolentino Josef Wencel. So congratulations to you, and we'll be contacting you for the further details on how we'll be giving it away. And you've won this Pennywise Funko Pop and 2 tickets to go see the movie. So congratulations! Oh yeah, so a lot of people are asking if we're gonna give away the big Pennywise Funko Pop, because there is one 10-inch Pennywise, but I'm sorry, no, we're gonna give this regular sized one away. And we only enlarged the this figure for emphasis and for the pictures. So yeah, we're gonna give this regular size one. So again, thank you for all those who joined our giveaway raffle promo thing. And we'll be sure to keep on doing this in the future for other big movies. And yeah, so just like this video and subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell so you'll be notified on our next video, our next giveaway, our next whatever. And yeah, come join us, watch movies and stuff. So yeah, next up I guess it will be another clown, and it's the Clown Prince of Crime, Joker. And see you there, and keep on watching. And again, it's me, your boy Kevin, signing off.